Bismillah Rahman Rahim. The Honorable Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mian Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif Sahab, Honorable Chief of Army Staff, General Syed Asim Munir Sahab, Ministers of friendly countries, respective governors and chief ministers, foreign dignitaries, excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It is my distinct honor to welcome you to the Pakistan Minerals Investment Forum 2025. We are especially privileged to host a distinguished gathering of global leaders, visionaries, and accomplished professionals. To the esteemed international dignitaries and delegates who have joined us from across continents, on behalf of the government of Pakistan, I extend our deepest gratitude. Your presence here not only honors us, it reaffirms the growing global confidence in Pakistan's mining potential to become a cornerstone in this global supply chain. As your host, let me briefly showcase to you the vast mineral wealth of Pakistan and the extraordinary opportunity it presents to the world. Can we have... So, yeah. Okay. Can we go to the next slide, Ji? So, I think to start with, I would just state that in the recent past, Pakistan has been through interesting times, and the government of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, with the help of the international partners, has, mashallah, been able to stabilize the economy with its hard-won efforts, and the early signs of recovery and its dividends are now with the economic landscape. To just showcase you a few examples of how the situation has improved and where we are today, I would like to spotlight the improvement on the foreign exchange reserves front, which should give a lot of confidence to the investors present here that the repatriation of profits which have been cleared in the last 1 year, inshallah, that would be a permanent solution for us in the near future. The current account deficit, which has been the perennial issue, which has forced Pakistan into a boom and bust cycle. The last 8 months, we've been able to convert that in surplus of around $650 million. The inflation, which had skyrocketed to around 40% a year back, is now well in check, and the CPI is hovering around 1%. The Pakistan exchange, despite the recent turmoil that we see in markets, remains amongst one of the best performing markets in the world. So all these efforts that the Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and his economic team has personally led is leading to a lot of accolades on the international front. And I would just like to showcase a couple of testimonials and validations that we've received from the MD IMF, which recently stated that the Pakistan's economy is moving in the right direction with strong reform efforts. So the focus is not to provide temp solutions, but to address the structural issues of the economy, which has forced us to a boom and bust cycle. So another similar validation when the IFC head was visiting here after many years was when he said that we believe in Pakistan's long-term potential. Our goal is to invest $2 billion annually to support growth in Pakistan. And similar efforts have also resulted in recent up in the ratings for Pakistan by organizations like Moody's and Fitch, and we expect the good news on this front as we continue to make progress on economic reforms. So now, as we move from anchoring and stabilization towards a more inclusive, resilient, and sustainable growth paradigm, the focus, the effort of this forum is to highlight and showcase what kind of role mining can provide in this transition. And the next few slides, with the help of the next few slides, I like to showcase what Pakistan has to offer, what is being done to facilitate that, and where do we stand in terms of excavation, capacity building, and value addition. So let's go to the next slide. So my brother, Minister Belushi, stressed the importance of the Tethyan Belt. So undoubtedly, it remains vastly unexplored, and it starts from east of Europe, passes through west of Pakistan, and goes all the way up to Southeast Asia. So this is where it enters Pakistan, goes up to KPK, and then moves on towards Southeast Asia. So now, this is just to spotlight where Pakistan is on the tilt. Now I will just zoom in on the particular areas and what kind of potential is available there in those provinces. Next slide, G. So now we are into Balochistan, which I think is richly endowed and undoubtedly has one of the largest reserves, untapped reserves of copper and gold. It is home to huge mineral potential, and it is not just restricted to Chaghi district, which is located around here. Chaghi has gathered a lot of spotlight because of the Reko Diq and the Sandik project that are being discussed, and it has tremendous potential of copper and gold. But then there is also the Khusdar and Lesbela belt located somewhere over here, and there are measured reserves of lead and zinc over here, and then there is the Zob corridor, which is somewhere over here, and there are indications of chromite and antimony that have been seen over there. So now this is just the Balochistan area. Now moving on to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, I think a lot of focus has been Balochistan, but the other provinces, since they are also on the Tethyan belt, have vast potential. So when you zoom into KPK, I think the Chitral and the Kohistan belt, if you look there, there are showing an endowments of copper, placer gold, copper, antimony,